Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games and day 15 of the challenge. And now we're halfway, so really excited. And with 15 days left to go, there's still quite a bit left to get painted, and also that big display piece to make and the board. So yeah, still quite a bit to do. But I think if I can keep going like this, then I should get there within the 30 days. So really exciting. And I thought today it'd be fun, since we're halfway, to go right back to day one and just do a quick recap, looking at what's happened each day and see the progression from boxes on the table to what's starting to look like a pretty cool army. So let's get started and we'll have a look at what I've done so far and then catch up with what I've managed to get done today as well. Day one is where it all began, and it's so cool looking here, and weird as well, seeing all the boxes with nothing even opened or built apart from the Predator and that Dreadnought and a few of the Fenrisian Wolves that I had already. So yeah, it's really wicked seeing it like this. So day one was all about just preparation, waiting for a few other things to be delivered and just running through exactly how I was going to do the challenge. Then it was on to day two, and I managed to get some building done that day. So I got some wolves, some of the Thunderwolf Cavalry, Dreadnoughts, some more Fenrisian Wolves built, and the Chariot. So yeah, really productive day getting built, but there was still quite a lot to get on with. Still a few boxes there unboxed, and yeah, waiting to go. So even all those miniatures, all the fine cast. So it's so weird seeing it all like this, but also really cool. Then we're on to day three, and day three was all about fine cast, and so I got all that trimmed, prepared, built those rhinos, the dreadnoughts. So this was a real big push again to get the building done. Then we're on to day four, more building, and I wanted to devote it really to that Stormfang gunship. I love that model, and so I was looking at that, thinking about how I'd magnetize it, that kind of thing. And then that only left really the infantry units, so the Grey Hunters, the Blood Wolves, and the Wolf Guard. Day 5 was a long day getting those infantry all cut out, assembled, trimming off all the different components, putting them all into pots and keeping it all organised. So yeah, this was a long day, lots of podcasts, lots of trimming and some sore fingers by the end of it. So this was crazy getting all these little bits done. And there's so many left over, even now everything's built. Yeah, loads of extra bits. So if I get any extra models in the future, I can do loads of conversions and things. So I think you get so much with these infantry units. It's just crazy really. You've got so many different weapons and heads. Really awesome. And I had this guy as well, the Space Marine Captain, that I wanted to do something with. So with all these heads, it was a no-brainer really. Then it was on to day 6. I could finally get the painting started. So this was a good day to get a load of the priming done, and I even started doing those bases, and they were going to take quite a while to dry. So it's really important to get those done, and doing them all in bulk like that saved a ton of time, and this ground texture was a lifesaver. Day 7, first week over, and there was still a bit more priming to do, and then I also fixed all the models onto little bottle tops, and this has worked out really nicely. I thought I'd be using them in the paint holder, but I'm not. I'm just holding the bottle top, but it's really quick and easy to spin them round, so that worked out really nicely. And then I started with some painting. I thought I'd get the inside of those rhinos painted up. Real rough and ready, tabletop ready, quick, easy techniques, but that was all done. And then that led me on to day 8. And this is where I got to work on those bases, did some painting, sprayed some more of the heads and things like that. A little bit more work, but the main thing was getting those bases done. And I also started work on the wolves too, so it's great to get all those painted. Day 9, now it's just really a race to get everything painted. But although it's a race, I'm still trying to do everything properly and take my time. But here I did the crows, so I got those ready. I also did some trials for how I was going to paint the armour. So that was a really good day. And once I'd sorted out that paint recipe, it was all systems go the next day. We're into double figures now at day 10, and this is where I was really starting to get things taking shape. Did all the armour for a lot of the models, so really happy with how much was getting done, and a nice, real simple technique as well that saved a lot of time. So I got a lot of paint on the models really quickly, and now they were really starting to look like an army. I got the bases done on the Fenrisian Wolves as well, and then just a little bit more dry brushing, and got this guy to how I kind of wanted the armour to be, but not happy with his hair. That's going to be changed, and I may even give him a different head, not sure yet. Then on to day 11, and the table was really starting to look pretty cool now, with everything getting painted up and starting to get some things done. Finished getting the paint on the armour, and then also did the bases for the wolves and the crows there too. So really good. Then day 12, This is where I started to get some of the other units done as well. Worked on the cavalry, so adding those in was a big deal. That took quite a while to get those right, and so really happy with how they turned out. Gluing them on, it took a little while, a lot of fiddling around to get it nice and secure and precise, but really happy with the results. These are awesome models and so cool in the army. Also magnetized Logan Grimnar, so I can use him on his sled and on a base too. 13, it was all about the blood claws, and so I got 15 of these models all painted up, and this was a big unit. Pretty much no, not the biggest one. The next biggest one is going to be the Grey Hunters. I got 16 of those, but this was a big one to get done, and so this really took a chunk out of the painting, and I was happy with the results too. Really pleased with these, and for the amount of time put in, I think it's well worth it, and they're going to be great in this Stormfang gunship, the Stormwolf, the transport, because that can take 16 of them into battle at any one time. But these took a long time to paint. This was a long day, and I can't believe it was only 2 days ago. It feels like ages ago when I painted these, but yeah, just 2 days ago. And day 14, which was yesterday, I decided to take a break from the actual units and work on some terrain. So I did these sets that I got in the Imperial magazine, the cargo, the crates, barrels, and everything else. And so yeah, really happy how these turned out. The colours have come out really crisp and nice, and they work well, and you can pick out those colours amongst the different models in the army too. So really happy with that yesterday. It's also really fun to add Ragnar Blackmane to the collection and get him built and primed too. Brings us on to today, day 15, right up to date now, and things are really starting to move. Got another unit completely painted, so this front tray is starting to get a little bit emptier now as we move into the back, and you can see in the right hand side there's a new unit. I managed to get He-Man done. He's going to be one of the Wolf Guard, and then I got 5 other Wolf Guards, and I love this guy. I think he's got such attitude, a great pose, but really pleased to get He-Man painted up. Having these components in the boxes was just really funny, and it had to be done. And so he's got the shield with the skull on there, he's got his sword, and I even made a little axe for him as well, so he's got a choice. I'll probably just glue that to the back. And here he is with the main man himself. So, I mean, it doesn't really look like him, but I think it's great fun for the army. This guy's going to be the leader of the Wolf Guard. I think he's awesome. I made him a custom gun, so he's got a combi bolt rifle and multi-melter. So really happy with that. The hairs just suits him really well. That big fist and the attitude, I think, works really nicely. And so, yeah, he looks like a real good leader. I didn't have as much time to paint today as I would have liked, but I took my time and I really wanted to get these finished today. So yeah, happy to get another unit done and on the table ready to go. So now looking forward to the next 15 days, and tomorrow I've got to decide exactly what to work on. I was thinking about doing maybe the Razorbacks, rhinos, but I'm thinking I've really got to tackle these Grey Hunters, and if I keep putting that off, then yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. So I think I might just go all out tomorrow, have another really long day, get these 16 Grey Hunters painted, and then that's really a big chunk of the army done, and then I can take my time and really focus on these individual units, which are going to be the real fun ones to paint. Those dreadnoughts are awesome, and then all the characters as well. So how cool is that? So wicked to see it all just coming together from day 1, where there was just boxes, right up to day 15 now, where there's a good few units made, like 10 units painted and ready to go. And it was good to get those Wolf Guard finished today, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. And there's so much character in these models, and different poses, combinations of weapons, heads, armor, all sorts. It's really great how they can go together and create some pretty unique miniatures. So yeah, really happy and looking forward to tomorrow. And yeah, like I said earlier just now, I really should get those Grey Hunters done, get those 16 models painted, and then I think going into the next 2 weeks after that, I'll have a really good base to finish the challenge on. So thanks again for following along and watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I think it was really fun looking back and going through the last 2 weeks and seeing what's been happening. And so thanks so much. Please like if you like it, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.